Hi everybody, Charles Austin here, founder and CEO of Charles Austin Fitness, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about knee rehab and some exercises and stretches that you can do to strengthen your knee or get it back ready after an injury. So the first thing we want to do is make sure that you understand exactly how the knee works and how you can strengthen that knee. So you can't actually focus on strengthening the knee itself. What you can do is focus on the muscles that surround the knee. So to give you a little background, if you look down at your thigh and your knee area, there are several muscles that surround that knee. So to start off, you have your quadricep muscle, which is that thigh muscle that's on the front part of your thigh. And then you have your hamstring muscle, which is on the back. All right, so those are going to be the two big muscles that kind of get into surrounding the knee area. But there are also some other muscles that surround the knee as well. So you have your adductor muscles that help move your hip in towards your body. Those are on the inside part of your thigh. And then you also have some muscles on the outside of your thigh. Those are the abductor muscles, and that helps move your hips away from your body, like so. All right. So those are some of the muscles that you can focus on building and building strength, working on the flexibility there around your thigh. But also towards the lower half of your body, you have a muscle right here on the front part of your leg. This is called the tibialis anterior muscle. And that's going to be running kind of on the front part, that shin muscle area that kind of goes right into that knee area. And then also on the back part of your leg, if you can see here, you have your calf muscles right here, calf muscle, and then also your soleus muscle kind of towards the bottom here. And those muscles kind of run on the back part of your lower part of your leg. So you have the front muscle here, the front thigh muscle here. You have the back part, your hamstring muscle here. Muscles on the side of your thigh, and also muscles on the front part and the back part of your leg. So all of those muscles are going to play a big role in strengthening the knee and getting it back ready to go. So the biggest thing that those muscles do is they help support the knee ligaments. So, you have your ACL in there, the PCL, you have collateral ligaments, MCLs, you also have menisci in there and everything. So there's lots of ligaments and joints and things going on in that knee area. So what you want to do is make sure that the areas around that muscle, as I've already said, the muscles around that knee joint are nice and strong so that your knee is nice and stable and it doesn't have to do a lot of work. So the first exercise I'm going to tell you about is a straight leg raise. Now this exercise is good for increasing the strength and endurance of the quadricep muscle, and it's also good for increasing the strength and endurance of your hips. The next exercise is a seated hip raise. Now the seated hip raise is also good for building quadricep strength as well as building strength and endurance in your hips. Another good exercise to do is a seated leg extension. Now this exercise is going to focus solely on the muscle on the front part of your thigh, your quadriceps muscle, and it's going to help build that strength and endurance back on that area. An exercise that's good for building the strength of your inner thigh muscles is a pillow or a ball squeeze. Now in the video I used a medicine ball that was deflated a bit. What you'll want to do is make sure you have a ball that's very soft or a pillow so that there's not a whole lot of resistance while you're squeezing your thigh muscles to contract. You can also do calf raises. Those are great for building up the calf strength and endurance. Make sure you're holding on to something stable to help with your balance. An exercise that's good for building the muscles on the outside of your thigh are lying hip raises. You can do about 10 to 15 repetitions per leg for 2 or 3 sets. The sit to stand exercise is a good way to build that functional movement again. It can be difficult to try to get back up out of chairs or off the ground or anything like that when you're rehabbing an injury. So it's important to build functional strength here. So this is a great exercise that will build your quad strength. It'll build your hamstring strength. It'll build even your glute strength. But this is very important just as a functional move more than anything. And one leg balance is exactly what it is. So you'll stand on one leg and just try to balance yourself. Now, as you progress in your rehab or as you progress with your knee getting stronger, you can eventually take your hand off of the stable platform that you're holding on to. But in the beginning, you want to just find a way to hold on and just stand on that leg 10, 15, 20 seconds for whatever time that may work for you. So you can also build your hamstring strength by doing a hamstring curl with your knee elevated. So for this exercise, you'll want to use a small ball or a small roller of some sort. I use a tennis ball to elevate your knee off the ground, and from that position, you can curl your foot to your butt each time as you're performing the exercise. This is great for building the hamstring strength and endurance. All right, you can do a hamstring stretch with a resistance band or even a towel just to work on elongating those muscles on the back part of your leg. So when you're holding that band or that towel, just pull it tight towards your body and straighten that leg as much as you can, and then you'll just work on the flexibility of your hamstring muscles. The prone quad stretch is a great way to stretch out the quadriceps muscle, which is that muscle on the front part of your thigh. Just be careful to make sure that when you're pulling that ankle towards your body, you don't pull too hard, you don't go too far. You want to make sure you do have the range of motion to pull that ankle in each time as you progress in your rehab. And if you want to work on building up the endurance and the strength of your knee and your thighs, and also work on building up your cardiovascular endurance, riding the bike is a great thing to do as well. You may not be able to run, jump, do different types of exercises. So if you get on a bike, that'll help build your cardiovascular endurance as well as strengthen those knee joints and the thigh muscles around. All right, so make sure that when you're doing any exercise to rehab or strengthen your knee, make sure you're checking with your physical therapist, your athletic trainer, or your doctor to make sure that the exercise is appropriate for you depending on what level of rehab or what level of strength you've reached, okay? So you want to make sure that you're not doing anything that's too strenuous, but then you also want to make sure that you're doing something that's going to continue to challenge you as you progress in your training and in your rehab. All right, well, that's all I have for you today. Hopefully you learned a thing or two about how to focus on knee rehab and knee strengthening. Once again, this is Charles Austin signing off, and I'll catch you next time.